Welcome to Insights with Dr. D, where psychology meets empowerment. Join Dr. Dana Prophet as she guides you on a journey to unlock your full potential and create a life you'll love. In each episode, Dr. Prophet brings her unique blend of wisdom, empathy, and humor to the forefront, empowering you with actionable insights and practical tools to navigate life's challenges and help you uncover your best self.
Hi, everyone. Today we're diving into something a little bit different. Let's explore the incredible diversity of experiences happening all around the world and how we can actually find motivation in the midst of these contrasting realities. So here's a picture for you. I've just returned home to South Africa and it is freezing cold. I'm bundling up, trying to stay warm, but at the same time, my friends over in the US are dealing with some serious heat waves, temperatures breaking records and making life pretty unbearable. And it's wild how at the exact same moment, we can be dealing with such opposite conditions. Record-breaking temperatures have led to dangerous conditions affecting not just daily life, but also health and infrastructure. Conversely, Europe has been facing intense storms and floods, as seen in countries like Greece and Austria, where heavy rainfall has caused widespread damage and disruption. These contrasting weather patterns remind us of the diverse challenges faced globally, and it highlights the resilience required to adapt to such extremes. This synchronicity of opposing weather patterns underscores how interconnected yet distinct our world is. It's a reminder of how different elements in our lives can happen simultaneously, creating a complex web of shared yet varied experiences. But it's not just about the weather, right? The world is also home to some really vibrant subcultures and political landscapes that are all over the map. Sometimes I drive through neighborhoods and I wonder how different people experience the same community. I experience it as a local neighborhood with families and small businesses going on with their day. A school group may view those same small businesses as potential sponsors for their sports team, bringing together community, while organized crime may drive through the same neighborhood and see those businesses as a territory to be exploited. In urban settings, subcultures exist in close proximity, creating a fascinating dynamic. Take, for instance, the diverse neighborhoods of Los Angeles, California. In one part of the city, you might find tech entrepreneurs and startup culture thriving in places like Silicon Beach. Just a few miles away, the same city hosts vibrant Latinx communities with their own rich traditions and strong sense of cultural identity. Meanwhile, in another part of the same city, gang activity remains a serious issue, with young people navigating a completely different set of challenges. On one side of the street, a coffee shop thrives, while next door, another small business has to close its doors. These contrasts within single cities underscore the complexity of urban life and the diverse experiences that exist side by side. And politically, the world also is experiencing intense polarization. In the United States, the 2024 elections are already revealing deep divides between progressive and conservative values, with debates over issues like climate change, healthcare, cost of living, and immigration heating up. These examples illustrate how political ideologies can differ dramatically, not just between countries, but also within them in the same place. So the big question is, what do we actually learn from all these simultaneous yet contrasting experiences? How do we get along with our neighbors when they hold opposing ideologies? Guess what? I got the secret. It is in those moments of different belief systems and shared space that we have the chance to reflect, learn, and grow. These are moments that allow us to co-create a new reality together, blending our unique perspectives into a richer, more inclusive community. This synchronicity of experiences reminds us that despite our differences, we are all part of a larger, interconnected story, and it's the diversity that makes our world so incredibly complex. Now, one of the coolest things about living in such a diverse world is that it gives us endless opportunities to practice empathy and understanding. By understanding how people in different situations are experiencing their own realities simultaneously, we can develop a deeper appreciation for their perspectives. When we take the time to listen to the perspectives of others, even those with extreme opposite views, we open ourselves to a world of empathy and compassion. And it's through this empathy that we can begin to bridge the divides that separate us, finding common ground and working towards a more inclusive society. Now, let's talk about discomfort. We've all felt it, whether it's adjusting to a new climate or navigating some pretty heated political discussions. But what if we looked at discomfort as a chance to grow? What if those challenges were actually opportunities to embrace the challenges and create positive change and progress? Tolerance is a big part of this conversation. It's about accepting and respecting other people's benefits and practices, even when they don't match our own. And let's be real, it's not always easy, but tolerance is what helps build more peaceful, cohesive communities. It's about acknowledging and valuing the diversity that exists in our world, whether it's cultural, religious, political, or ideological. Developing tolerance is essential for fostering harmony, understanding, and cooperation among individuals and communities. Tolerance goes beyond mere acceptance. It involves actively engaging with diverse perspectives and seeking to understand them, even if we may not agree with them. It means being open-minded and empathetic towards others, recognizing that everyone has their own unique experience and viewpoints shaped by their upbringing, culture, and environment. Tolerance is crucial for building peaceful and cohesive societies. When we embrace diversity and respect the rights and dignity of all individuals, we create an environment where everyone feels valued and included. Tolerance helps to reduce conflicts and tensions that arise from misunderstanding and ignorance, and it fosters cooperation and collaboration among people from different backgrounds. Moreover, in an increasingly interconnected and globalized world, tolerance is essential for addressing complex challenges such as poverty, inequality, and climate change. By working together across cultural, religious, and ideological divides, we can find innovative solutions to these pressing issues and build a brighter future for generations to come. Tolerance is not just a virtue, it's a necessity for creating a more harmonious and equitable world. So how do we actually develop and implement tolerance? Put yourself in the shoes of others and try to see the world from their point of view. Listen actively and attentively to their experiences and concerns and validate their feelings even if you don't necessarily agree with them. Active listening demonstrates respect for the other person's viewpoint and allows you to address their concerns directly rather than making assumptions. Another way is to challenge your own assumptions. Reflect on your own biases and prejudices, and be willing to question and challenge them. Examine the reasons behind your beliefs, and consider whether they are based on factual information or emotions or even stereotypes. A third way, have discussions with others who hold opposing views. Approach discussion with an open mind and a willingness to listen and learn from others, rather than trying to convince them of your own perspective. Finding common ground helps establish a foundation of mutual respect and shows that you are both invested in finding solutions, even if your approaches differ. In discussion, ask open-ended questions. They encourage a deeper discussion and help both parties explore the reasons behind each other's opinions. Share personal stories to make your perspective more relatable and can help the other person see the human side of the issue. Stay calm and respectful. Managing your emotions in difficult conversations helps prevent the dialogue from escalating into conflict and helps the focus on understanding rather than arguing. Acknowledge valid points. This shows that you're open-minded and willing to consider multiple perspectives, which can lead to more productive discussions. Highlighting areas of agreement helps build rapport and shows that, despite differences, there is shared interest in positive outcomes. Be willing to agree to disagree. Acknowledge that it's okay to disagree, maintains the relationship, and shows that you value the dialogue, even if you don't reach an agreement. Focus on solutions, not just problems. Focusing on solutions rather than highlighting disagreements helps shift the conversation towards productive outcomes and collaborative problem solving. Reflect on what you've learned. Reflecting on what you've learned shows that you value the dialogue and are committed to personal growth and mutual understanding. Finally, let's talk about taking action. Because at the end of the day, it's not enough to simply acknowledge the differences that exist in our world. We must also be willing to act upon them, to use our unique perspectives and experiences to make a positive impact in our communities and beyond. We've seen amazing examples of this around the world. Whether it's through activism, advocacy, or simply engaging in meaningful conversations with those who hold different views, each and every one of us has the power to make a difference. So let's embrace the dichotomy of our world, finding motivation and inspiration in the beautiful tapestry of diversity that surrounds us. So, as we wrap up today, let's remember that our world's diversity isn't something to admire from a distance. It's something we can engage with, learn from, and use as motivation to make a difference. Thanks for joining me today on this journey of exploration and discovery. Until next time, let's make space to embrace the differences that make our world so wonderfully complex.